Evander, say hello. Say hello. Let's see that smile. Let's see that smile. Where's that smile? Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. What are you doing? Tell you two what you're doing today. You're going to walk your doggies. What are you doing? Hey? What are you doing, chubby boy? Oh, you're standing up. Look how tall you are. Look how tall you are. Well, you need to tell us what you want. You don't cry about it. What do you need? What do you need? Are you being grumpy? Are you trying to do a poop? You're not hungry. No, you're not hungry. He's like, I'm just being a Mardy bum. Hello everyone, it's been a while, so we thought we better do a video to update you guys on this little one and on how we're all doing. He will be 20 weeks tomorrow, which is 5 months for those of you that can't be bothered to work it out. So yeah, and a long time ago we asked you for some questions about baby mama life and we haven't answered them yet, so we're going to answer them in this vlog as we go about our business. So yeah. So I've got the questions here on my phone and there's a bunch from our lovely subscriber V. Hi V. And she's asked a lot of stuff about how he's sleeping. So the first one is, does Evander use a soother when he sleeps? Do you want to answer that?
I used to, but he doesn't anymore because he was relying heavily on us replacing the dummy at night time, which made us not get a lot of sleep, so we took that off of him and he has since found his thumb to use instead.
Yes.
So he uses that to self-settle at night time and he's been really good at doing it.
And the next question is, does he sleep through the night after a feed, or how often does he wake to feed? And I can answer that one. So recently he's been sleeping from the last nighttime feed between anywhere like 9 PM and 10 PM-ish until somewhere between 4 or 5 in the morning. So that's pretty good, and I think some people would class that as sleeping through. But his bedtime is like between 7:30 and 8:30, so he does sleep for a few hours before his last feed as well. Yeah. And then a couple more hours in the morning. So yeah, he's a good sleeper. Are we getting any sleep, she asks.
Well, I am.
Yes. Jodie is. I do get much more sleep now than I did in the beginning, so that's
But the
good.
reason for that is that Erin is breastfeeding at night time, so there's not much that I can really do. She breastfeeds him, she puts him back, and he usually just goes straight to sleep.
Yeah. Somebody asked a question a bit later about pumping, and so I'll get onto that in a bit. But V also asks, what is our favourite part about being mums?
All of it. There's not a bit I don't like. At the beginning it was hard when he was waking up every hour or so, but you know, even I say to you now, don't I, that I would go back to that part just to see him being so small again.
Yeah. It's worth it. The sleepless nights are definitely worth it. And same here, my favourite part of being a mum is every single part of it. I just enjoy seeing him and being with him every day and watching him grow and change and be adorable. I don't think I could pick a favourite part.
No.
Are you talking?
Yeah, you being chatty. Do you want to answer some questions?
Next question she asked is, how has having Evander changed our lives? It's changed it like a hell of a lot. I think being a mum means that you just put the baby first, and you kind of think about him all the time before you think about yourself,
Yeah.
which obviously you don't have to do before you have kids, so it's a big change.
Yeah.
It means we get a hell of a lot less sleep. That's a big change.
We don't get much alone time.
Yeah. What else? How has it changed our lives? It's made me so happy and feel love that I have never felt before. It's made me more emotional. It's made me think about how strong and amazing women are for giving birth to and raising children and being just so strong and amazing. I have a newfound respect for women, and I respected them before, let me tell you. Anything else for you? How has it changed your life?
Just the same, really. I mean, obviously it's a lot harder for me because I'm ill anyway. So I'm having to kind of push through that side of it for him. And I don't mind doing that because he is so adorable.
Yes, he is.
I don't mind getting pains for you. I did a silly thing the other day where I was like bouncing him, and I couldn't pick him up like the next day, could I at all? Because I hurt my back too much.
Yeah, because
But it's
you're
all
heavy
for
now, aren't you? Yeah. And then the last question V asked was, what do we look forward to the most?
Waking up to him because he's so smiley in the morning.
Yeah, that is so nice. What about in terms of like down the line a bit when he gets a bit older or something? Like what stage of his childhood do you look forward to?
I look forward to the first time he walks,
Yeah.
mainly, and the first time he talks.
Yeah, definitely milestones like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to when he purposefully holds my hand. Like, I grab his hand and hold it, and he holds on now, but he doesn't get it at the minute. But when he goes to grab my hand because he wants that comfort and he wants to be, with his mum holding her hand, I'm looking forward to that.
Next question is by Ali TG. What advice do we have for those still TTCing, feeling hopeless and frustrated at times?
I hope that you're feeling a bit better. I know this was a while ago that you asked the question, so I hope things are going okay for you now. Obviously, we were really, really lucky, and it worked for us on our first round of IVF, and we count our blessings for that. But we do know quite a few people that are struggling with fertility stuff, and can imagine how downhearted it makes you feel and stuff. So my advice would just be, try to keep the faith, because it will happen eventually. You'll have your baby one way or another, and also have people around you, or have a network of people that you can talk to online or WhatsApp groups, whatever, who are going through the same stuff, so you feel like you've got that support. And also make sure you and your partner keep talking to each other about your feelings to do with it all, because you really need to support one another, I think, and that's something we do in everything, and I think it really helps if you're going through a stressful time. Anything else to add?
I know it's easier said than done, but try and be positive, because a positive mind will stop the stress hormones.
Oh no!
In your body, which obviously doesn't help with trying to conceive. So just try and stay positive as much as you can.
Yeah.
Next question is from Sarah King. How did or is exclusively pumping going?
Okay, so it's kind of a long story, but we ended up doing combination feeding instead of exclusively pumping. So I'm currently breastfeeding at night and pumping in the day, although I've cut way back down on pumping now because I'm going to be stopping soon. But it's worked out really well for us, hasn't it? Yeah. Are you getting tired? Yeah, it's worked out really well for us this way. I was pumping a hell of a lot in the beginning, at about day 3 or 4. I started off doing the whole 8 pumps a day thing. Evander wants to join in the conversation. What are you talking about? Eh? Yes, I think maybe this question might take a dedicated video or something because it's going to be a bit of a long answer, but it went really well. Combination feeding is definitely a lot easier because in the beginning we were doing pumping in the night, and the logistics of pumping and feeding meant that I had to wake up Jodie a lot to feed while I pumped, and it just meant that both of us weren't getting much sleep. So now at least one of us gets sleep at night. So yeah, I can explain in more depth in another video if you want me to, Sarah. But yes, it's worked out well the way that we've decided to do it.
Amelia Smith asks, what's the first week like? Is it really as hard as people say? Yes, it was for us anyway.
Yeah. Yes, it was. He was jaundiced, as you may know if you watched our earlier videos. So he wasn't feeding that well and he was very drowsy. So he was up a lot in the night because he needed to feed more often, because every time he fed he was falling asleep. So we weren't getting a lot of sleep. That's the hardest thing, is the lack of sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, because obviously you don't get much sleep leading up to him being born. Even like a couple of days you're a bit fussy, aren't you? And you know.
Yeah, and more than a couple of days when you're pregnant, at the end you just can't get comfortable and don't get a lot of sleep because you're tossing and turning anyway. So yeah, like in the last probably month or so of pregnancy you don't get that much sleep, and then when the baby's first born it's more than the first week, let me tell you that. I hope I'm not scaring you, but yeah,
be prepared.
Yeah, it's more like the first month or 2
in our case.
Yeah,
you might have a good baby though.
Yeah, you might be lucky. But yeah, the lack of sleep is really hard, but it's so worth it. And you just manage. You don't know how you cope, but you cope.
And it does get better.
Yeah, it does. It's not permanent.
No, it's not.
As you can probably tell, by my face, you can't probably see, Jodie's glasses are a bit dark, but I'm sure I look less tired now than I did in the videos a few weeks ago, or a few months ago. Hopefully, because I am getting a bit more sleep now.
She also asks, have we both bonded with the baby? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, it's not about biology, is it?
No.
And we both spend all our time with him, and he's fallen asleep. Yes, we have definitely bonded with him. He loves us both, and we love him to pits? To pieces or to bits? Yeah, we love him so much.
She also asks, do we know any other lesbian moms?
No, not in real life. Jodie's mum works with a couple who have recently had a baby that are lesbians, but we don't know them. we have a few online lesbian couple friends. We've just joined a Facebook group for UK same-sex parents, and they do, or starting to do, meetups in different areas of the UK, so maybe we'll make some friends soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah. There's a couple that we follow on Instagram called Oh Hey Mama. One of them is called that on Instagram, and she lives not that far from us. And I've been chatting to her quite a bit on Instagram, so I would consider her a friend, maybe. Don't know if she considers me a friend, but yeah, it's all the lesbian mums we know are online at the minute.
What is it like being a non-bio mom? I don't feel like a non-bio mom.
Yeah.
Only sometimes when I see him and he looks a lot like Erin. Obviously he doesn't really look a lot like me, but yeah, it's fine. I consider him as my own.
What about in the beginning? Did you have any different kind of feelings?
What do you mean?
When he was first born, did you feel weird being the non-bio mum then, or have you always just felt like he was yours?
No, I didn't. Well, I did, but it weren't because he is from donor sperm and with your egg. But it was just all a bit weird when he was first born. Anyway, it was kind of surreal, and it just felt weird.
Yeah.
Not because I knew he wasn't biologically related to me.
Yeah.
So no.
Okay. Yeah, it was a very surreal time, and I think probably a lot of new mums would say that when they first have the baby, it's all kind of like a dream or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really strange because you're not getting any sleep, and your lives are suddenly changed like permanently. You've got this whole other person that you're responsible for. It's like it's a mind fuck.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, I think I felt the same way as well.
Yeah, which makes me feel happy that you did.
Yeah.
And it made me feel like it wasn't because of the non-bio part.
Yeah.
Because, he's obviously biologically related to you and you felt the same.
Yeah.
The next question is from CareAB, who is on Instagram. Is there anything that has surprised us about motherhood? I feel like a lot of it has been surprising because you see a lot of people on YouTube, and they make it look so easy. I don't know if they put the best parts on or what, but it is not as easy as they make out. And we watched a lot of lesbian moms leading up to being pregnant and stuff, and I was like, oh, this just seems like it's going to be absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I know. Yeah. Oh, if we have twins, it's going to be absolutely fine. And then we had him, and it's not what they make out.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they have bionic babies? I don't know.
I don't even know how people can pick up the camera and vlog as much as they do with a baby.
I know.
Like, it's hard to find time in the day and energy to have a shower or something, let alone film what's going on in life. Mm-hmm. For us, anyway.
Because I thought, yeah, we'll do YouTube, we'll have all these videos and memories of him, and it'll be fine. And then it got to the point where we didn't have the motivation or the energy to do it. And I said to you, didn't I, how do they do it?
Yeah.
How do they do it? How do you do it?
Yeah. I suppose the answer then to that question is the surprising thing is how hard it is. No one can really prepare you for how much hard work and the lack of sleep being a mum. Mm-hmm. But like I said before, it's worth it. It is all worth it. The amount of love that I feel for him makes everything worth it.
Mm-hmm. She also asks, any little Evander habits we didn't expect?
When he was really little, he used to laugh in his sleep, which was funny. And I didn't know that babies could do that, so there was that. Now that he's bigger, he finds it hilarious when Jodie blows in his face. She'll go like this, blow in his face, and he'll sort of go like that and like flinch at it and then blow these little spit bubbles and just find it so funny, and he just loves it. It entertains him like nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, and he also likes to try and stick his thumb in his mouth when he has my nipple in his mouth when I'm breastfeeding him at night time or in the morning. because he's such a thumbsucker, he tries to get them both in there, so that's funny.
And the last question is, did we consider other names before deciding on Evander?
Yes, I am obsessed with baby names, so I had a massive list of names that I liked, and most of them which Jodie didn't like. And we also did a names that we love but won't be using video, so you can watch that if you want. We'll link it in the description. But the top two names that we had when we were deciding were Evander and Jasper. So I think it was between those two, and we just really loved Evander, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more unique. Jasper's a bit more of a popular name, although it's not that popular here in the UK. But yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
That's it.
Hello, baby. Evander, did you just wake up? Oh, did you have a good nap? Did you? Hey? Did you have a good nap? Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you playing? Are you playing, baby? What's Evander doing? Are you playing? Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Oh, that's a pretty smile. That's a pretty smile. Oh, are you excited? Are you excited? Yes. You gorgeous? Are you gorgeous? Look at those little feet. Look at those little feet. Oh, they're nice. Oh. What's that noise? What's that noise? Oh, Joey. Joey, don't lick him. He licked you, Evander. With that big wet tongue. Evander's just started to learn how to grab hold of things. And he's done this a couple of times where he'll hold on to the handles of his bottle a little bit and feed himself. He's sort of getting the hang of it a bit. How cute is that? He's such a big boy. And then he has to try and get it back in his mouth when he accidentally pulls it out. And he's not quite grasped that yet. Oh, there it is. And he doesn't get the tipping it up bit yet, but you know, he's getting there. Oh. Yeah, so he's getting big now, and in case any of you were wondering, he has a little birthmark on his face. It's a cafe au lait, one of the brown ones. And we noticed it when he was about 2 weeks or something, but because he was so jaundiced in the beginning, it was hard to see because obviously his skin was a lot darker than it is now. But yes, it is a birthmark, if you wondered. and it will stay there, and it may get bigger or it may stay the same size, we don't know. So we hope you've enjoyed hearing how motherhood is going for us and seeing a bit of Evander now that he's getting bigger. And we will carry on doing videos, but we don't know how often they're gonna be coming. But you know, stick around because we'll still keep doing updates because we want to have all these memories recorded as well from when he was little for when he's big. So yeah, I think that is it for this vlog. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new, subscribe, give us a like, leave us a comment.
We haven't done that in a while, have we?
No. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay, then we will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.
Bye guys.